What's up guys, YGOstrats coming at you with a Merlantean deck profile. Neptabyss obviously makes the deck a lot more explosive, although it still isn't quite able to compete with Monarch Locks, Cosmo, just untargetable abuse, and the sheer spam that is Burning Abyss. It's still a fantastic deck, it's great as just kind of a sweeper under the rug, maybe not expected one. Obviously falls hard to Abyss Dweller, but whatever, it's a fun deck. It's a pretty cheap deck too, so depending on what your options are, this might be the right deck for you. I've been playing the deck since 2013, so I'm loving this, that it's viable again, and kind of hopeful that when the inevitable slaughtering comes of the ban list that we might get this as a rising competitor. So without any further delays, let's get right into the deck profile. I'm running 2 copies of Abyssmegalo. He's one of the keys in the OTK for the discarding 2 to search out any Abyss spell or trap card, and he can contribute a monster that is a water attribute to attack twice in a turn. The key here is that he'll search out the equip spell that'll put him to 3200 attack. He'll attack twice, and if you tribute Neptabyss, you'll summon a Dragoons, which puts 32, 32, 18, which is 92 damage, and is an OTK, attacking directly, of course. We are playing triple Mermail Abysssteus. Abysssteus is a key card as well. Discard any water monster to search a level 4 or lower Mermail card, and then it's obviously summoning itself in defense position. 2400, if you pitch Dragoons with this, you replace both cards in your hand, plus you have a level 7 on board and a Dragoons engraved for further abuse with things like instant fusion, so definitely a great card. These 5 cards give us our rank 7 pool. Rank 7s are pretty deadly. Big Eye, Abysgaios, all those things are good things to have in your extra deck. So definitely a 3-up for me just for the searching. I'm running 2 Abysspike. Not much to be said, he's the normal summon. Pitch to search a level 3. Not the greatest, I wish he searched 3 or lower, but he gets the job done, especially when he searches things like Abysgunde. We're running triple Abysslinde just to float into any of our Mermails and just kind of stall a little bit. Simple enough, easy enough to be searched with because of things like Abyssspike or Abyssteus. Running double Abysgunde, great to pitch with Abyssteus or Mermail Megalo or Pike. Just when she's discarded by any means, you get to special summon a Mermail from your grave. She can make a rank 7 play instantly with Megalo or Teus if you have either in the graveyard, so fantastic card, good for spamming things out. For the Atlantean lineup, we're running double Dragoons because it is the max allowed. When he's sent to the grave for a water effect, he searches. Nothing needs to be said, he's level 4, so with Instant Fusion Norden, he makes an Abyss Dweller that has 2200 and will pitch to search. It's fantastic, he's our main go-to. Double Marksman, pop set cards, mostly used to try and hit strikes before they happen. It doesn't always work in the favor, but it is what it is. And double Infantry to pop face-up cards. Unfortunately, we can't hit targetable Cosmo ships or Monarchs that are tribute summoned if they have March Up, but occasionally it helps to pop a Beatrice or something like that, or a Break Sword, or, you know, if you can chain it, depending on what's going on, you can pop Edia as it's trying to go off or whatever, but it is what it is. For the big OTK Meister, we're running triple Neptabyss, sorry. The OTK combo, he is a +2 on summon if you send Dragoons with this effect, and him and one other water monster can lead to the OTK. You send Dragoons, you add Dragoons or an Infantry or Marksman, any other Atlantean that isn't Neptabyss, and like I said earlier, you grab Megalo using Dragoon's search effect, and then you have another water monster. He'll search any other Atlantean. You pitch the 2 water monsters to summon Megalo, tribute this guy to make Megalo attack twice. It'll bring in a Dragoons. Megalo can search out the equip spell, and boom, 9200 on board. Just a fantastic card to have, and definitely a 3-of. We're playing 1 Sea Diva to search him out as quick as can. And we're playing 1 Moulinglacia just because grave manipulation isn't quite there, but if we can get this off in the early game, it can be devastating for a lot of decks. The only one that this doesn't hurt is Burning Abyss. You might want to side it out for Burning Abyss matchups, but other than that, you know, hitting cards from the hand is fantastic against things like Cosmo or Monarch, just because you have to force them to go through grave interactions to get their cards out. We're also maining triple Vieler and double Maxx just to try and stop the opponent. It is so key to do so because it's OTK central and we are not the best deck, so we need to do all that we can. For the spell lineup, I'm running one Abyssgale Mizuchi. This one stops spells, you gotta be wary of that, but with Draco Pal's gone, spells aren't too common. If a spell is activated, you immediately negate it and it goes to the grave. It does not destroy, so if this is on your board and they play Domain, you're just gonna negate Domain and your Megalo is gonna be weaker. It's unfortunate. You don't wanna see it, you wanna search it, but it is what it is. It's necessary for the OTK, and so we play it. We're playing one Raigeki because mass board wipe. One for one to bring out, what's his name? Neptabyss as easy as we can. If there's already a Mermail engraved and we pitch Abyssgunde with it, it works better, but if not, we can sacrifice it. Hand control's easy. Still playing one Upstart. 39 card deck's better than a 40 card deck, even if I can't play my 37 card deck. Double instant fusion. Norden's just too key not to be turboing it out anyways. Double twin twister, because discarding again isn't a problem and back row is. I'm personally playing 2 Forbidden Chalice. I saw this and I tried it out. I'm liking it at 2. It's definitely more ways to set and bait them out. They don't always see it coming. It's not a popular tech, and it can stop things like Edia or other, just effect monsters like a Leviair or a Breaksword or whatever. I'm really liking it, and if it just isn't helping in my matchup, it's an easy thing to side out. And then finally, I'm actually playing 2 trap cards in the form of Double Call the Haunted. These are replacing my 2 Upstarts. I just like this because it lets me reuse my Nordens or lets me bring out Neptabyss if my OTK failed, and then I can live for the next turn to try it again. I'm finding it helps. It's, again, not too common from what I can tell, and it's a little unexpected, and just the abusing of Norden always helps. For the extra deck, I'm playing one Abysgaios because we can. He's fantastic. With Abyssmegalo on field, he'll negate pretty much everything that's on board with 3,300 attack, and just a fantastic, quick effect to negate things. Red Eye's Flare Metal Dragon is my number 2 go-to. He just burns so easily and he's indestructible while he has material. Playing one Big Eye to steal monsters and potentially games. For my rank 4s, I'm playing one number 37, non-targeting, losing 1,000 attack can really help in an OTK deck, and the ability to special summon something is fantastic, especially if you can special summon Norden when it goes. Playing one Bahamut Shark because it's a water material, it's 2,600, and it just summons out Abysstrite from the deck using its effect. It's wonderful. One Abyss Dweller because this is water. We can negate our opponent's graveyard effects. This is fantastic against Burning Abyss, obviously, and PK Fire. It's fantastic against Cosmokes. They can't float, and even, you can stop Erebus's effect with this if you get it going fast enough. One Castel because we play rank 4s, and one Cowboy to steal games. For the rank 3s, I'm running one Abysstrite, summonable off of Bahamut's effect, and when it's destroyed, you special summon a Mermail from the graveyard. It just makes an easy, recoverable board. And that's really all it's used for. For my synchros, I'm playing one Tatsugono. Great, easy to make with Deep Sea Diva into Neptabyss, and then you can synchro in your hand for whatever else you might want. One Heraldry the Arclight, again, pretty easy off Deep Sea Diva and Heavy Infantry, just depending on what the situation calls for. Banishing things from the deck is... anything that's sent from the deck being banished is fantastic against something like Burning Abyss. One Trishula because we can make it, and we can make it with relative ease even if Deep Sea Diva is our only tuner. And one Leo because Tatsugono and at level 7 make Leo. Untargetable is always nice. And then finally I'm playing one Thousand Eyes Restrict because Norden's hit to 1 and I'm playing one of him. This just validates my second instant fusion, and it's easy spot removal. It does target, which isn't optimal as I want it to be, but it's still a great effect, and it's got me out of a pinch once or twice. So, and I don't really need to explain Norden shenanigans. Make any rank 4 Abyss Dwellers boosted. Well, it has this or Dragoons, and Dragoons being pitched for a water monster's effect searches, so it pretty much says itself. And that's my Merlantean profile for the April 2016 format. Hope you guys liked it. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you do differently, what you think, all that fun stuff. We'll catch you next time on YGL Strats.